Hello, episode 32 of the Think Much podcast. I'm your host, Loventas.
What is up, good people? It's been a nice and different type of week, I guess, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's to say the least. Certainly a different.
Weird times, right? I'm sorry.
Nah, I don't think it's weird times. I think it's a revolution, revolutionary time. For sure. I don't think there's nothing weird about it. What do you think? What do you think's weird about it?
No. I was just saying, like, I'm not talking about. Well, we'll get to the right in a second, but I'm not just talking about that. I'm just talking about weird times in general. We had the pandemic going on. We're about to enter hurricane season in Florida. We got, people standing up for what they believe in and what is right. It's just all coming out at once. And, I'm glad that I'm 23 years old and I'm be able to witness this and possibly flick change. Jesus Christ, I really gotta talk slower. But yeah, man, that's all I meant by that. Why I meant weird times, like, 'cause, we're in a. Well, I should have said unique. We're in a really unique time right now, bro. You mind if I go on a little rant?
Do you? Go ahead.
All right,
Floor is yours.
So, man, just say, I'm kickstart this off real quick. Hey, I said it last week. I'm gonna say it again. Racism is here. Racism is alive. And if you don't believe it, I advise you that you get educated upon that. It makes no sense. It makes no sense when people only see one side and don't want to hear or see the other side. Me personally, we had a little debate before, and my brother here really did open my eyes to a lot of things. But in my opinion, I think education is what causes it, man. Education is what can be solved as far as people really gaining independence and being heard and being understood. I believe it's by educating others and trying to get people to hear you out and where you're coming from. Granted, black. I am gonna make it like this, bro. Like African Americans, we never really had a voice like that. Still getting. Would it be undercutted? Would that be the correct term?
Oh yeah, that's one of them. Yeah.
Okay. Because I want to try to be as correct here as I can. Be undercutted, been treated wrong, 100%. I've said this on numerous occasions on this podcast. I will say it once again. I am 6'2", African American with dreads. If you think when I get pulled over, compared to, I hate to put it like this, a Caucasian that gets pulled over.
Why do you hate to put it like that?
Huh? Because
it's the reality.
No, it is, but I'm kind of doing it for viewer discretion because when viewers think of it, they're only gonna. I don't want viewers to think that I hate all white people. I'm not. I'm in a white family. But
I mean, any logical person, I don't see how they would get that.
I'm just taking precaution here, bro.
Speak your truth.
But anyways, back to what I was saying. I'm getting looked at differently. Just like most African Americans, we have to turn on the dome light and make sure both hands are on the steering wheel with all of our windows down when we get pulled over. And I'm pretty sure anybody that's African American can relate to that, 1,000%. And I think it's wrong that we have to prep our kids that are a different color. And this goes for all races, really. That aren't Caucasian. We have to prep them how to live a certain lifestyle when they get pulled over or when they go out into public. There's been multiple times that I have been out in public and, people look at me different. People, will just give me a utter judgment look. When in reality, they haven't even heard me speak yet. But at the end of the day, I can't lash out. I can't feel some type of way. I mean, I can feel some type of way, but I can't get mad. I gotta try to make them understand. And as sad as it is, I shouldn't have to take the initiative. I shouldn't have to take lead. They should automatically know how to treat another person with respect and love. But some people don't, in my opinion. And like, if I can educate in the best way I can, that's the way I feel like it has to be done. It's just educating, letting people know, bro, we not all that bad. We're not even bad at all. If you asking me, bro.
We're not all that bad.
Yeah, but that's horrible. We're not bad at all, bro. If you asking me, should I do it? Screw it, I'm gonna do it. Black culture in general, Puerto Ricans, Latinas, anything out, everything out there that has that culture. That's what it's made of, bro. It's culture. You know, that's where you have the fun memories. That's where you have something to come back on. It's culture, bro. And that's something that we all have that a lot of people don't seem to realize. And they want to judge straight from the skin color or straight by how you look. But in all honesty, if I think there's any way to come and make peace with any of this, is, you know, just to try to spread that knowledge to the people that want to hear. Of course, you're going to have the people that don't want to hear. Of course, you know, we've reached a point where we have obviously we're now put on the map. You see Black Lives Matter everywhere. We are now put on the map. Now's the time where we try to spread the knowledge and really have people see, because that's how you get long-term change, in my opinion. My fault, bro. I'm not gonna hog up the mic all day.
Nah,
I just wanted to throw that out there right quick. Just give a quick little monologue, because like all this week, bro, I've been debating and arguing with people. I'm from both sides. I'm hated by both sides. It seems like, and you know, maybe I'm taking too much of a passive and subtle approach about it. But I think we once that division occurs, which granted, because I have a feeling I know what you're gonna like. Granted, you know, there's not much division when it comes to black and white, because you see white people riding, which that's great, and you see the improvement through the years, especially now. I do want to bring that up. You want to see like how much change has become, bro. You said it earlier, bro. They're having white people riding by themselves with no black people. You know what I mean? This is a worldwide thing now, bro. They're having New Zealand, England. They're having it all over the world. We are finally being heard, bro, and I'm just so glad that I can see it. Your take.
I don't have no take on the situation. It's pretty much the same thing as last week. Pretty much. What's so funny?
No, my fault. Like I'm having this long monologue. This man said it's the same as last week.
Nah, I mean, dude, my position. Why would
No.
my position change on the Cedric Giffen? Black people, we've been feeling like this. And there's been white people too that have seen the disparities in such situations. It's finally coming to the forefront. I want to talk about. I want to start with just like big businesses and like corporations coming out and quote unquote supporting the Black Lives Matter movement. How do you feel about that? Have you seen any company that surprised you?
To be honest, I don't really know the companies like that. I've been focused more on the people and the player, more of the people from sports and stuff like that. I haven't really seen too many companies. Can you run some down the names if you know any?
Just pretty much it. Well, like Nike, of course. Call of Duty has done it. Of course, Target. Wendy's said they're gonna donate money. I believe it was $500K. But it
To what?
So basically like help basically $500K into the black community,
okay,
with like education and stuff like that. But that was after it was revealed that they at least the owner of Wendy's gave Trump like $500,000 for his election, for his re-election. So
it looks like he's playing both sides.
A lot of companies are playing both sides. That's the thing. They're coming out and saying one thing, but doing another thing, and that's what I kind of wanted to touch on. A lot of people are just saying Black Lives Matter, we support it, and blah blah blah, just to save face. But I don't really care about that as much. It's cool to see. Yeah, it's everywhere. It's even like I said, it's on Call of Duty now. When we're playing Call of Duty, it's on the loading screen, which is cool. But I want to start seeing like tangible, like I want to start seeing action, like put your money where your mouth is, kind of, and yeah, just kind of put your money where your mouth. That sounds kind of gross, but that's kind of
like
what I want to see now.
Like prove it, like prove you're really for the cause, like, cause no, I get it, cause like, I don't want to put it like this, and I could be completely wrong. This is just how I'm looking. This is my opinion. I'm spitballing here on facts, but this is just how I'm looking at things. From a business point of view, Black Lives Matter, that's what's trending right now. That's what everybody's going on.
It's a buzzword right now, especially.
And any business has got to hop on because they're going to make profit off of it. So, it's hard to see what businesses are real, what businesses are not, because at the end of the day, a business is going to go for it. Where was Wendy's? Where was Target? Where were all these people, when when it first came up, when Colin started taking the knee, they were nowhere to be heard. But why were they nowhere to be heard? Because black people weren't the ones. I hate to put it as winning and losing, but the good side wasn't the ones that were quote unquote winning. Corporate America and people that were looking down upon Colin Kaepernick, that's the ones that were winning. So they didn't say anything about it then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To kind of piggyback on what you were saying. But now all of a sudden, now when people are starting to see the right, now they want to get on. I like you said, bro. They gotta put.
And I just want to say the NFL looks so stupid right now.
Oh, retarded.
Putting out that video, like, come on, bro.
What video did you put out?
You didn't see the video that that the players put out from the NFL?
Yeah.
About it's just a Black Lives Matter movement.
Don't tell me the NFL really put that out.
I believe it was from the NFL.
Come on, bro. You fire Colin.
Well, not even that. Well, even before that, all these teams saying
you don't have a black GM. Like other than Jay-Z, that's probably gonna be a black GM.
And even if you, I don't know if he even wants to be one. But even before, like the teams putting out like the 49ers putting out a statement. Y'all got rid of this. Pretty much giving the ultimatum. These teams putting out statements. How we support it. But dude, you guys. The NFL, like, y'all look so stupid right now.
Exactly my point. You had this nigga back then. Now you want to? Come on, bro. Stop being stupid. Although, I forget what Pete Carroll said, but, bro, 2 people. Is it 2? It might be 3 people. Nah, 2 people. 2 people really, like, stuck out to me throughout this, like, whole thing.
A lot of people stuck out to me, but go ahead.
Pete Carroll.
Why do you still got it?
What he quoted and what he said, I can't really say it quote for quote because to be honest, I can't remember the quote. But it was just it seemed like it came really from the heart, and I personally like Pete Carroll, bro. And Shannon Sharp, bro.
Well, look, I'm not saying Pete Carroll's a bad person, but save face. A lot of these guys are doing the save face, but I'm not saying he is, but I gotta take that into consideration. But.
For sure, Shannon Sharp, bro.
Oh yeah, well.
Shannon Sharp. I mean, I loved him before, but he gave the perfect analogy for Black Lives Matter. And it was so simple, bro. He was like, we're not saying that one life matters more than the other. He's like, it's like houses burning down. This house is on fire. This house is burning. We're going to put that fire out, right?
Yeah. No, keep going.
Oh, my fault.
I just don't want you, like...
Oh, go over? Okay, for sure, my fault. We're going to put this house out first, right? We're going to put this fire out first. And then obviously all the house, we're trying not to have the rest of the houses catch on fire. Obviously we care about those, but this is the main priority. It's the same concept here. We're not Black Lives Matter movement. We're not saying that only Black Lives Matter. We don't care about white people. We ain't saying that. We just saying that we're looking at a group of people that have been suppressed that don't have a voice, and now they're giving them a voice, which I 1,000% agree about because of so much belittling, unfairness, everything that has transpired over the years. Bro, it's still going on in 2020, bro. 2020. I still can't stand next to the elderly white lady without her clenching her purse. In 2020. And it'll probably continue to be like that. I don't think racism will ever go away.
Well, that's more stereotyping. Yeah, it's how the media portrays black people on the news and stuff. You know, they really only show the worst of us, and I guess it puts a fear in the other race's mind about us. So it's definitely unfair, but I'm glad where we're heading. Because like I said, I've seen like plenty of protests with just white people, peaceful protests with just white people, which that really warms my heart, to be honest, because we've never seen this in history. This is unprecedented. Got people from all everywhere, like different walks of life. I saw my boy, well, not my boy because I know him, but he's a great fighter. Israel Adesanya in New Zealand. He gave a great speech about it. I've seen people in New England, Germany, just just everywhere. So this is definitely something. There's something here. We just got to keep the momentum going. There's definitely something here. But since we were just talking about the NFL, how do you feel about Drew Brees' statement? Basically, a Yahoo reporter asked him about the whole Black Lives Matter movement, and he went straight to the freaking the disrespecting the flag thing.
Okay, so let me ask you a question because I was watching a little bit of Stephen A's.
You didn't watch the video?
Huh?
You didn't watch the clip?
No, I didn't. I didn't watch the clip at all. Did she ask him like directly, like the direct? What do you feel like Black Lives Matter movement? And then he went to it because the way Stephen A said it, he said that the report asked him the question of how you feel about the flag or the kneeling.
No. Well, no.
Like it was a question that was kind of curved. That's
No. The question was pretty plain and dry, especially during these times. You know, it was about the situation that's going on now. It's not curved, and he brought up the disrespectful flag, and his grandparent or his granddads, his granddads were the only ones that fought in World War II, I believe. So.
But anyways, from what
do you know the quote or not?
Huh? He pretty much said what everyone's been saying. His opinion hasn't changed about how kneeling on the flag is disrespectful, and anybody who's taking that, he's taking that pretty much in a disrespectful way. Same thing that people have been saying, bro. Am I right with that?
What do you mean it's the same stuff that?
Because that's the same thing when Colin Kaepernick first started kneeling on it. That's
right.
All that people said. People are not looking
4 years ago. Yeah.
People are not looking at the actual movement, what's actually happening, why he did it, and that's what it seemed like from what I read.
Yeah, but
his quote kind of meant like he wasn't looking at the deeper issue.
Yeah,
he was only looking at a surfaced issue.
Yeah, the reason this was so egregious in particular is because like that's the first thing he went to. Like that's like this is my way. I don't care. I will never stand for the disrespect of the American flag when by people kneeling for it. So it was just egregious. The timing was bad. I don't know. I was never a big fan of the guy anyway. I could give a damn.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
I mean, he apologized too, and Drew Brees is definitely not a bad guy. I'm just talking about quarterback play. Obviously, I'm not the biggest Drew Brees fan when it comes to football.
His apology.
Huh? Oh. Well, he apologized twice. He wrote a post on Instagram the following day, I believe, the following morning. Then he did a video.
It's empty. You would have said it. You would have still felt like how you said it if people were to back you. Like it's because you got, in my opinion, I don't know Drew Brees, so I can't. This is kind of just opinion based, but I mean, you get in my mind, you getting bashed. That's why you apologize. And do you really mean it? That's the real question. And like to put it like that, like I said, it's not. It's. I kind of want to say it's shocking, but I guess kind of not. But
it's not shocking because he said the same thing in 2016.
Exactly. It's mad disrespectful that it's 2029. You still don't see the cause or the purpose or how it is. And
that was my whole point that we were talking about off air. He has all the education in the road for him. Some people just don't want to learn. Black teammates. He's been surrounded by black people damn near his whole life since.
Didn't Michael Thomas say that he didn't want to catch a pass for him or something like that?
I don't know if he said that. No, I don't think he took it that far. He just said he just did like a thrown up emoji, and he said that he don't know no better. But they said they talked and all that. But my whole point is that Drew Brees has been around black people his whole life, and obviously I don't think he's a racist, but something's not clicking. Like it's either his way or the highway. He doesn't want to listen to the other side, or at least before this his apology, he didn't want to listen to the other side. It was he looked at it from his lens. He didn't try to put himself in our shoes, and that's again. Like I said when we're talking off air, that's why I don't think it's our job necessarily to educate them. If they want to come up to us and ask, I think black people would be more than happy.
Go out of the way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you go out of your way to and ask for some tips or some education on the whole situation, I think we'd be more than happy to. But yeah, I think black people have been trying to quote unquote educate I guess white America for the better part of 100 years now.
No, and I agree. It's just and I agree to a standpoint, just like we were talking about off air. Like, I do feel as if this is where I would push back a little bit. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm too optimistic. But, I believe some people need to be educated. And in Drew Brees' case, like, you around black people all day.
He has no excuse. He's around black people all the time.
He has no excuse.
He has no excuse.
You're around that all the time. That's on you, bro. But some people I feel like just aren't they either don't. Let me put it like this. I see what you mean by people that don't want to see it, because with my statement, it's gonna sound kind of like that. But people that don't want to see it, they're obviously not gonna see it. But there are some people that, are just blinded to it and are uneducated about it. And I feel as if
there's certainly quote unquote good white people out there,
of course,
that live in their white privilege without even realizing it. I agree. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, if that's what you're trying to say.
Yeah. I'm saying it's just, I feel as if knowledge is power in this scenario, and I do believe that we try to take African Americans try to take not I'm gonna call it the good side, because I believe it's the good side, and I got that from you. They try to take the peaceful way for so long and got ignored. And you're right, hey. And this is one thing you realize I didn't push back on you at all. You're 1000% right, bro. When peace doesn't work for so long, you gotta create that shake, bro. Like that shake to make people listen, make people watch, bro. You know what I mean? Like you gotta create that. And to me, once you create that, that's when you have to ease in the knowledge and try to get people to really learn why you're doing these things.
Well, I will say this now. Now more than ever, white people are starting to listen.
Oh yeah, for sure.
To the other side. Well, yeah. I'm just gonna say, yeah. White people, the uneducated, like you said, they're starting to listen more now than ever because of what we're doing.
Yeah, and
they kind of have no choice. I mean, the ones that the good-hearted ones that just had no clue.
Yeah,
they're starting to listen now. They're starting to see it now.
Oh.
Like the others that just stuck in their way.
You can't do nothing. Honestly, you can't do. Honestly, some people
you can lead a horse to the river, but what is it? You can't make him drink it.
Yeah. You
can lead the gorilla to the banana, but
it does not gonna eat it.
You can't make him eat it.
I ain't touching no gorilla.
So I mean,
but no, and you're right. There's some people that are just stuck in their ways that will never see their side, because what they've been through, how they grew up.
Whoa! That was really racist. Now I thought about it. That was bad timing.
On your part or my part?
No, my part. About the gorilla.
Oh, the gorilla.
I'm sitting here like.
I thought you did it on purpose.
I'm like, whoa.
I thought you did it as a joking manner.
No, I would never refer to black people as gorillas. Dang, that was not good timing.
That wasn't. That's why I was like, is this nigga really doing this right now?
Anyways, furthermore, continue.
But obviously for those people like that are stuck in their ways, you can't. I'm not gonna say you can't do nothing about it, because you can. To me, it only takes one word, one sentence, one smile, one gesture to change a person's life. But it's gonna be harder. In the same time and energy you put in to change that one person, you can change 15 other people that are willing to listen. But and I'm not saying the black community is not, because they 1000% are spreading the education and allowing letting people know why they're not heard, and they're coming with straight facts, bro. Straight facts that are real. And I'm sorry, can we just touch on this real fast? I know we touched on it last week, but I keep seeing this, and you put it perfectly. I would like you to put it again. People keep saying that white people are killed more by unarmed black men. Or, I'm sorry, not unarmed black men. Our unarmed white people are getting killed more by cops than unarmed black men. Why is that? Why would it show that on statistics? You did it last week, perfect.
Well, first of all, we're the minority, and there's 13 times more white people than there are black people.
Perfect. Seriously. Like, and that's factual right there. And like, you think, and I'm gonna ask you, because you gotta give me the dumbest look ever, and you probably gonna call me stupid. You think if a black person were to shoot at that church in New Zealand, they would have got taken to Burger King too afterwards? There's a Burger King in heaven.
You combining two different. You're combining two different. Two different massacres. Because the Dylan Roof kid and the synagogue one in New Zealand, two different things. But the Dylan Roof kid, I believe it was in one of the Carolina states. But yeah, he killed 9 black people in the church. Yeah, then he got taken to Burger King. Before he went to jail. No, of course not. I don't think that.
They were shots before we got to the door.
I mean, yeah, we've seen plenty of videos of white people with weapons.
Yeah.
Being detained by police officers and whatnot. I want to get back on the protest though. Remember, a few weeks ago during the pandemic when people were fed up, they wanted things to open, and they went to the Capitol building. I believe it was in Michigan. their state capitol building, and they surrounded it with guns and stuff.
Why are they not arrested? Or why are they not shot?
Nothing happened to them, but we had some peaceful protesters in Washington D.C. They got tear gassed up, cleared out, just for a photo op. Apparently, that's what it looks like. Again, and I tried not to bash the president. Like, I've tried to stay away from that because it's kind of too easy. But, dude, this time, dude, like, it was so, like, it's one thing, like, if you, how can I put this? It's one thing if you respect the presidency and all that. I totally get that. Respect the person who's in office. I might not necessarily agree with that, but okay, I get. But Trump specifically, if you can't see especially like the Christians, I'm not gonna say I'm calling all the Christians because that's your boy plan. No, not even that. I mean, if you can't see past that, then I don't know what to. I don't know what to do with you.
Oh no.
He literally cleared it out. Had a photo up with the Secret Servicemen surrounding him, and then held the Bible literally upside down. I
didn't know he
didn't see that video, dude. That's crazy. Like after he cleared out the protest, he literally held the Bible upside down like this, and I believe it was a reporter asked him, "Is that your Bible?" He said, "It's a Bible." He didn't. He wasn't even. He just held it up for literally like a photo shoot. Like he didn't look inside of it. He literally had the protest. This sounds nuts, and it is nuts. He had the protesters cleared out so he can get pictures of him walking down the street, just so he can hold up the Bible in front of that church upside down. If you can't see past that, bro, then it's one of those things like that's my whole point. If you can't look past that, I got nothing to say to you. I can't do nothing. If you can't see past what he's doing for his side, for his voters, then bro, like we can't have an honest conversation. That's where I stand with it. Any thoughts about that? Because I know you have a lot of people in your family that are Christian and support the Trump like heavy.
Yeah. Me personally,
that really like him.
I really like him. It makes no sense. But I haven't seen it.
Well, they've been got. But that's just my thing. But go ahead.
No. I haven't seen it. But it's the same thing I said last week. Well, does it surprise me? No. Bro, the man's doing what he's been doing this whole time, bro. He does what he has to do for voters, bro.
So, how do you think this is gonna affect election time?
Election time?
If any.
Let me, bro.
Because before you go, because okay. I just want to say that because before this, I think I've said it on here. I thought Joe Biden he has no chance. This guy's dementia. He's losing it. He's rubbing on nipples and whatnot. I thought he had no chance, but after this, he might have a chance after this.
I think he might get it. Bro, and let me put
we got to go out and vote. Yeah. We got to go out and vote.
Well, that's what I want to bring up, bro. People, and there's a lot of people, especially at least I see in the African American community, they feel like their vote doesn't matter. At least from some of the people that I talk to.
Oh yeah, a lot of people feel that way.
Let me put it to you like this: when Barack Obama got president, he's African American, right? A lot of black people voted. What mattered?
that's the highest turnout for black ever. Especially young people.
What mattered? Well, who got elected? Barack Obama. This time, Donald Trump, he corralled pretty much the Christians, pleaded to that party and that side.
Literally, only 6% of black people. I think it was 6% of black people only voted for Donald Trump. But go ahead.
What happened? He got it. Point is, our vote does matter in numbers.
Yeah,
we can make it change.
Well, and to be fair about the whole last election, Hillary did. I think she got like 3 million more votes than Donald Trump, but because of the electoral states, Donald Trump did end up winning because of those, because they hold more weight.
Okay, you're talking about like as far as like the swing states and stuff.
Not swing states, like just the electoral states. Okay. Yeah.
But my point is it matters. Our vote really does matter, and someone brought that to my attention yesterday. Cause I was someone on the same. I'm not gonna vote. Screw it, my vote doesn't matter. Even if so, I don't have a candidate to pick. But I'm not about to. I'm not. And I said this last week. I'll say it again. And why I'm not surprised that Trump did what you said. And this is gonna leak into my take on what's going on there. Lack of leadership, bro. You can see by how all this is going on. If
I don't think it's a lack of okay. No, okay. Maybe you're right. I just think that he is doing this because because he's doing what he did last time. He's getting his side. He's making his side happy. His allegiance. Like he's saying the right things to get them excited and riled up. So if I'm being kind of technical here, he is displaying good to his side. His side, because he know our side. We don't
care. He knows he can't turn us, and we're lost cause.
Exactly. So he's talking to his people.
That's real, and it's kind of going to the extreme on his side. That's real. But as if y'all don't see, and some people that I'm not gonna say all people that are Trump supporters are bad, because not all people that are Trump supporters are bad.
Of course not.
But what I will say is if you don't see the lack of poor leadership as a country as a whole, not just his group, as a country as a whole, look how divided it is. I don't think it would be this divided if anybody else was president, and wasn't as much as, because he plays too much to one side as a president. In order to keep peace and to keep everybody at least not in shambles, you got to kind of play middle field. You got to kind of play in the middle, and you got to kind of hear both sides. You got to play that dude. Okay, I hear your side, I hear your side. Can we come to something together? And I'm not saying it's easy. I couldn't be president in this time. This is a horrible time. Maybe a lot of people will crumble, but I will say that as far he's only pandering to one side. Where as a president, someone that people look up to, you're supposed to not pander at all. You're supposed to keep in the middle, and I think that's why it's so bad. Why, in prime example, bro, when he said, and I get it, states do have control, but when he pretty much told Minneapolis, when he was like, y'all mayors are what do you call them, like a not necessarily a pussy, but my dog got pretty much bashed him. I'm like, bro, how you gonna? You're supposed to be helping him. It's part of the United States of America, where this American dream is unity and whole and peace. You're supposed to be helping him, but you're gonna bash on how he's doing it wrong. And now it's getting to the point where you guys send the army in to your own people, which I mean, I'm not going to say I get, because I kind of don't, but I guess I can see the other side. Oh, well, they're causing this, that, and the third, so they have to bring people in. Which, by the way, I want to throw this out here. I hate to be this guy, but I'm going to be as blunt as possible because I don't care today. I'm in a really bad mood. Hey, people that aren't smart, do y'all realize a lot of the looting and stuff are caused by white people? Bro, they actually caught people that were dressed in black. All black, breaking into stuff, and then just leaving, just breaking it just to start it, and then bucking afterwards, bro. And
I'm glad you brought this up.
And they turned out to be white, bro. So,
well, cause I don't know if they're white or not, but did you see there's been images, again, I can't verify it, but there's been images of apparently undercover cops breaking things.
Yes, this is fact, bro.
And like spraying Black Lives Matter on things.
Fact, bro.
Trying to and then Steven Jackson was talking about it on Undisputed. He was saying how I believe it was in Atlanta, they set up bricks and stuff.
Bricks, bro.
Where there's no construction.
No,
isn't that crazy?
No, because it's not just Atlanta.
That's crazy.
There's no construction, but yet there's bricks. How that make sense, bro? How that make any sense, bro? And it obviously, I mean, I'm not gonna say their point, but to me, if I'm trying to,
America thrives off division, bro. They want division.
Exactly my point.
And that's why they're so scared right now, because this is, like I said, this is the first time ever globally that it's the good side is everybody right now.
Yeah, no.
Most people are on the good side.
Because bro, just think, bro. Just freaking think, bro. If I'm a person and I see good and people that are standing up and about to take control, and it's something good, and I'm gonna lose money off of it, what am I gonna try to do? I'm gonna try to destroy them. How am I gonna try to destroy them? I'm gonna make them look bad. How am I gonna make them look bad? Put bricks, display Black Lives Matter, create looting, make it feel like it's okay to loot, stuff like that, bro. So now that's what the media is consistent of. Not the people that are silently protesting because they tired of getting shot at. They tired of getting portrayed. Nah. Not for the people that actually really trying out here to do something. So that it's open your eyes, please. And do your research, education. Once again, you said it to me best earlier. You want knowledge? There's knowledge. Do your research, education. Do it.
Like I said, the people who want to learn are gonna learn. The people who want to do will do. Since we're on this, we're just talking about the undercover cops and things like that. Have you seen all the videos, or what are the worst videos that you've seen of cops doing crazy stuff?
Cops doing crazy stuff?
Yeah, during this whole protest, this whole revolt. I like to call it revolt.
I don't know. Before I answer that question, I'm answering another. Sorry. I saw this one where the National Guard or whoever Trump brought in, they were marching with Black Lives Matter, and that to me was absolutely touching, bro. Like, you got people that are fighting for our country. It even took a knee down, bro.
Oh yeah,
three of them. All three of them took a knee.
I forget what state that was. Yeah.
All three of them took a freaking knee, bro.
I believe was it Atlanta?
People that fight,
maybe not Atlanta.
Fight for us, bro. Fight for us. Took a knee. Don't you dare try to judge those people. They're putting their lives on the line for us, bro. And if they're kneeing and they're marching, obviously it's for something good, right? Am I right? It's obviously for something good. And to me, you're blind. As far as the worst one for cops, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I've seen some bad ones with some people like I don't know, like, bro. I saw the one, bro, where these people were protesting on their on their front porch. They weren't. I don't think they were protesting on their front porch. And the cops said get inside. The cops said that they get inside. They said no. So they threw tear gas on the front porch. Huh? Nigga, I'm on my property. What you doing? This ain't. I'm not past curfew. So you just throwing tear gas on me because I want to see what's going on outside? Bro, come on, bro. Stop.
Do you see the video of the cops in Buffalo? It came out to either today, this morning, or last night. No, sorry, not. Was it New York? Of them ramming into the audience.
Oh yeah, I did see that. You talking about
into the protesters?
Yeah.
Isn't that nuts? Like, do you see what's going on right now? Like, and you're doing this. This sound like what?
You're hitting them.
What? When all eyes are on you, you're like ramming into the protesters. That is nuts, dude. As a cop, they just don't care, bro. Well, I'm not. I hate to say they, but dude, a lot of them still don't care because like we've all seen the videos. There's some of these dudes are explicit. They don't care, dude. Honestly, some of them.
I 1000% agree with you. I'm gonna make a defense here, just so people can understand where you're coming from. As a cop, and I'm in my car, I see a whole bunch of people coming at me. I feel like my life's in danger. How do I get out? How do I get out of that? Because I don't know what their intention is. It's a heated moment. They could rip me out my car. They could beat me. They could try to get that. I don't know what they're doing when they're coming at me.
That's what you signed up for, bro. That's part of the job. And if we're being realistic, bro, come on, that's not gonna happen. They're not gonna pull them out. That hasn't happened yet. They're just doing that. Look, I'm not gonna lie. There's certainly bottles and stuff are getting thrown at the vehicle and whatnot, but to ram into protesters isn't the way to do it. I don't think there's a better way. It's just stupid. That's got to be a huge lawsuit.
I would have if I get.
That's got to be a huge lawsuit.
Don't touch me.
There's two of them too.
Hey, don't hit me. Someone call 911.
I believe it was there's like I said, there's been so many videos everywhere.
I sent you with the Chicago how the protesters were messing up the cop cars and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Bro, when I saw that, I was like, bro, that's the part where I was like, bro, we're in a time, bro.
Well, I've heard that was set up too. I've heard that they're like basically planting like. That's disgusting. I've heard that this is like the conspiracy theories, but like I've heard that they've been planning like destroyed old police cars and stuff like that. So.
Whoa.
Hey man.
Hey, well nowadays like. Jesus, my voice got worse. Bro, I don't think I can talk anymore. Excuse me.
This is
talk.
I don't know what to say because this is very awkward for me. The point is, it's the point is, I think most of the protesters of the protests are peaceful and well-hearted. Of course, there's gonna be some people that take advantage of the situation and try to they're gonna take the Black Lives Matter situation and
use it to their advantage.
Yeah, because they don't like the government, because the government screwed them, and they're gonna destroy things too and loot things too. So yeah, I would say that I would say that the Black Lives why can't I speak? The Black Lives Matter movement is a great movement, no doubt. You're gonna have a few bad apples. That's
you have it with everything.
And it's funny how people say that. Like people say how like a few bad apples, like they put that on all, right?
Yeah.
But when it comes to cops, a few bad cops don't.
He was just badass job. Like,
yeah.
That's what they say. Be consistent, bro. Like, and that's my thing. Like, here we go again. But I don't know. Just be consistent with it. What were you saying before that? I lost track. Crap. What were you saying before that?
About what? I said a lot.
Oh yeah, the Black Lives Matter movement, bro. They're standing up for people that are being belittled. And to me, like, if you can't see that cause, then what? That's literally the American dream. Some people think of American dream as this huge dream. I don't think people realize, like, some African Americans, the American dream is literally just to breathe another day, bro. And that's what these people are fighting for. I mean, don't get me wrong. You're going to have extremists. You have extremists with everything, though, bro. But don't let that deter what the true message is. That's what I was going to say. Bro, I read this thing, and it's so real. People wonder why so much. Well, people are so focused on the looting and protesting, how they're going about it the right way. But no one's asking why are the people protesting? Because it's not just
Whoa. The other side, the bad side.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sorry, I should have specified that. Yeah, the bad side. And people are like, it's just because of George Floyd. What?
No, this is like pent up. This is like years.
It's not even pent up, bro. Within a month, there was 3-4 videos coming out of black people getting done wrong and treated wrong, and nothing being done about it. And before that, so everyone says, well, it happens. It should be expected. Are we forgetting that Trayvon Martin got shot and the dude got off?
Your boy Zimmerman, yeah.
No, don't do that.
Did you see you work with him in Lakeland or something?
Don't do that.
You work with him in Lakeland.
I don't work with him in Lakeland, bro. Don't do that.
Whatever.
But,
that's what you told me, but okay.
Bro, the man got off not guilty after taking another life. Are we just... Bro, y'all forgot about that? Did it just get swiped under the rug?
No, we didn't forget.
Like, obviously we didn't. We're African Americans, but I'm saying just people, like, mostly Caucasians. Did y'all forget about that? Like, do y'all not see the wrong there? Do y'all, an innocent kid at that, bro?
Well, they're starting to see it, and that's the point. I want to go back to just the people, cause dude, people are getting exposed, and I love it during this time.
Oh, bro, it's the best, bro. Hey, I'm clapping every time, bro.
I love it. People, they're like the curtains being pulled back. Did you see the chick, Leah? I don't watch the show, Leah Michelle, whatever. Leah Michelle. When she got exposed, cause again, she tried to save face. Yeah, Black Lives Matter. And she got exposed by a black woman on the show. I forget her name. I apologize. But anyway, she got exposed by a black woman on the show. Because apparently when she first started, the black woman, Leah Michelle, said that if she could, she would like shit in her wig or something like that. And then other castmates have kind of like, they haven't said anything explicitly, but they've kind of been like, yeah, it's kind of true. So she's been exposed, and she got dropped by HelloFresh. What company is that?
I have HelloFresh. I want to say it's a food company, but I may be wrong.
I believe it's a food company. Anyway, she got dropped from that. And I know I'm petty, but I love it. I like it. I like exposing.
No.
Also,
they deserve to be exposed though. Like, if you only going for a cause because it's got to help benefit you and your pocket flow,
expose them.
And how about you? Yeah, get them out of here, bro.
Drop them.
And that's gonna sound like so degrading, and probably especially how I say it.
I don't think if you're trying to piggyback off a movement
and you don't care about it, bro, you doing it.
We don't, dude. Drop them. I would drop them from my company. Me personally.
Some of these people getting a text from the agent or whatever. Hey, look. You haven't got nothing. There's no movies coming through this pandemic. Hey.
Duh. Oh, for
hey,
sure.
Go ahead and hop in this Black Lives Matter chain. Show people that you care. Show face.
I
guarantee it, bro, because you can get cash flow off of it.
That's my whole point about I want to see tangible action. That's my whole point. Did you hear about the Clemson assistant coach? Dabo Swinney's assistant coach?
Nah, bro. What happened?
Apparently back in 2017. Apparently, that's okay. Apparently back in 2017, he during practice he said the N-word a couple times. Let it fly a couple times.
Let's calm it down, bro. You can't be doing that, bro.
Why? Huh? Why not?
Is he white?
Of course he's white.
What do you mean?
That's why it's a story.
I did. Sorry, yeah, that was dumb on my part. What do you mean? Why not? Bro.
They've been doing it, bro. Come on, man.
Hey,
You know, college different. You can't really speak up like that.
No, you're
yo,
right. Cause
yo,
you
drop
try
you.
to get
Okay.
the NFL. What? I called you what? Oh yeah, you out.
Drop you quicker than a.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But heck yeah, no, that's 1,000% wrong. That's extremely degrading. Bro,
Yeah, just that whole bro, cause Dabo Sweeney, I'm not really a fan of him either.
no,
Cause he on that same wave that Drew Brees is. Again, I don't know him. I will never have.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
won't tolerate my players.
stand kneeling for the ground.
Yeah, get out, bro. What is this? A dictatorship, bro? Like, what are we doing here?
Bro, they talking about freedom. But yeah, I can't have an opinion based like if I want a knee or not. If I wanna go against something, when people that are actually at war and fighting it are okay with it because they see a deeper cause. So let me ask these people a question: is it the fact that is it disrespectful on my part, or are y'all just not opening your mind to see a deeper cause because y'all don't want to see how racism still exists in this United States of America, what they believe is a perfect country? You know what's even crazier to me? How dumb do we look as a country? I don't see no other country going crazy like this.
Hong Kong. What's the city?
Other than that, I don't see no other country, especially after this whole pandemic, when it's supposed to be unity. This.
I don't think we look dumb.
You don't think so?
No.
Because I think when people look at us, people look at us and they.
I think.
Okay, I can see that.
I think.
Inspirational for the people that got like dictatorship and stuff.
Yeah.
like
Plus,
that.
a lot of people are protesting with us. I know North Korea. Was it North Korea? Okay. I'm gonna say China for sure. They were kind of like making fun of Donald Trump because, like I said, the China's had that whole situation with the Hong Kong protesters, and America overall generally were like, give those guys their independence because over there they're protesting for their independence in Hong Kong. And we sided with them, with the protesters, and so China's
The
like,
irony.
the China's like, all right, look at you guys, like, or talking to the government, side with the protesters, stop, and it was hell. They were doing some bad things to the protesters over there, and like obviously we're doing bad things over here to our protesters with the rubber bullets and stuff. Did you know how bad those rubber bullets were?
But more importantly, I'll get onto that. I've had some people say they lucky they only got rubber bullets. It should have been more than rubber bullets.
That is so dumb.
These are Christians, by the way.
And I'm like, so stupid.
I'm like, so you telling me it's okay to take another life? Oh, when they're trying to break into my house. But
who's breaking into your house?
But more importantly, like, if they're breaking into our house, for one, how do you know it's just not people that just want to rob your house and this is a good opportunity to rob people's house and blame it on the Black Lives Matter movement? How do you know it's not just that? How do you, bro? Stop! Like, stop while you're ahead. It's not. To me, it's never cool, and this is gonna sound hypocritical because I know if someone killed my family, I'm 1,000% killing them. But it's never cool to take another person's life, bro. Like, it's not. You ain't God. You can't decide when or where to die. Like I said, it sound hypocritical if someone take my family life, yeah. But if someone breaks into my home, bruh, I'm not about that. Yeah, it's my home. No one come in my home. That's how you get killed, bruh. You can buy this shit back. You can call insurance. You do what you gotta do. But at the end of the day, bro, and not to mention, like, a lot of these people ain't breaking in. They acting like these people are breaking into private homes, bro.
They're not.
They not. They going after big corporations, bro. And I mean, just businesses in general. People ain't just walking like. Have you gone outside? You see random people just rioting and breaking into houses?
It's fine.
You gone out to the public?
Perfectly
That
fine.
looted? Walmart by our house looted? Nah, bro. Social media trying to play it, bro. Stop being stupid.
Nah, I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna say the media, the news.
Yeah, in general, yeah.
The news.
Yeah, you're right.
Old school news.
Mm-hmm. Old school news.
Yeah,
but even like,
if you still watch the news,
get a phone. Stop. No, I don't even know that.
if that's shit, time out. Let me take that back. If that's your primary source for information for news,
you want to talk about an N-word that should be banned?
That's
news.
dated. Whoa.
But
Whoa. see what you did there.
But you like that little trickery, bro? Like the protests on Havendale, bro. That's what I was trying to tell you the other night. How they're having the protests on off of Havendale, bro. They weren't burning anything down.
Peaceful.
Exactly. And bro, like I had people around me that were kind of panicking. Oh, Havendale doing this. Havendale breaking windows. Havendale. I was like, bro, you know where Havendale's at, bro? They not breaking. They shooting people over there, bro. They not about to break some windows or burn down a house.
Mind you, these are the same people that were willing to go out there and risk themselves when the whole pandemic was going on. I don't care about Corona.
Hey, I'm going outside.
But now they're shaking in their boots. It's so weird, bro.
It makes no sense.
It makes zero sense.
But it's crazy because, and I said this, bro, and I'm gonna say it again. We as people, we preach, and do you find it funny? It's the same people that be like, dividing is what's bad. Division. That's how you gain. That's how the government gains control. Whoever the hell the government is, by the way, the government gains control. Division. That's how you do it. But the same people are the same ones that are dividing, bro. The same ones that don't want to sit there, because that's simple. And I said this to you before, bro. It's as simple as listening to the people that are outcrying, and that. So what if you don't agree? And so what if your opinion is different? Still hear them. They're still a human being that's feeling a certain type of way. Hear them out, because that's essentially, it would never build up to this if people just heard us out in general, bro. Am I right or am I wrong with that?
No, I think you're right. Did you see the Twitter CEO, Jack?
What about him?
He donated $3 million to Colin Kaepernick's foundation.
Ain't that a bailout foundation or whatever?
Huh?
Is that the bailout or whatever foundation?
No. That's for Colin's Know Your Rights campaign. But yeah, there's been a lot of money donated to the Drake put up money. The Weeknd put up money. A lot of people put up money. Also about the whole. Just people really like, you know what I'm saying, like putting their money where their mouth is. The co-founder of Reddit, actually, or is he the CEO or co-founder? He resigned and wants a black person to take his spot.
Are you for real?
Yeah, so Reddit's an awesome site.
Are you for real?
I spent a lot of time on Reddit, yeah. You want to talk about putting your money where your mouth is.
I know it's it.
Obviously, he's going to still have a position, but just to give a black person, you know what I'm saying, a seat at the table.
Okay, let me go ahead and play devil's advocate.
I don't hear it.
Because you already know where I'm going.
Well, no, go ahead.
Is that only for money purposes for Reddit?
Who cares? So you putting a black person in power and position.
Okay.
So I don't give a damn.
I like that. And that's the answer that I was looking for. Because the question that I have, that a lot of people have, that's short term. Sure, I'm giving this position. How I'm giving this position, it don't matter. It's the change that I can make after I have this powerful position that matters. So if I get here because someone wanted to do it for money purposes, hey, go ahead. Guess what? I still got the position, can impose change.
It's just I think it's a good gesture. It's just unfortunate that it had happened during these times. But again, I think, like I said, a lot of people are listening for the first, like, more now than ever.
More than ever, bro.
So I will give them that. I want to shed a light on the positive people that have been really vocal on this whole situation. My dog Steve Kerr, coach of the Golden State Warriors.
Bro, that man.
You heard what he said about your boy Trump?
Oh no, I don't know what he said about Trump, but
he called him a racist.
Did he really?
Yeah, he blatantly called him a racist.
Did you see what The Rock said?
He didn't name him, did he?
Huh?
He just said, "What are you doing?" Or something.
He said, "Where's our leader?"
Right.
Bro, The Rock went on this 7-minute tangent. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. After 6 minutes, I was like, okay, bro. Like, my ears are starting to hurt, bro. I just googled you to look at your weightlifting routine. Bro, I got this, bro. And I was like, you know what? Hey, the headlines be getting a nigga, bro. So like, I had to click the headline. But anyways, he went on a nice little tangent, bro. A lot of people saying Dwayne The Rock Johnson for president.
Oh, dude, he's definitely setting himself up for presidency run. That's gonna happen. I think he's gonna run for the president.
For great, but that's the third person. What I was saying earlier, that Shannon Sharp, and then I said Pete Carroll, and that's the other person is Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Sorry, but go on.
Yeah, but Steve Kerr, LeBron James, these guys have been vocal on these types of situations. So that's
cool
why.
that Steve Kerr did that. That's
Well,
really
Steve Kerr's been vocal. Greg Popovich, these guys have been vocal, especially about in recent years because
Big
of
Pop.
presidents.
Big Pop.
Yeah, so I'm glad that we got like those type of people like speaking. Again, a black man, a white man. So it's cool to see, man. And especially the NBA. The NBA is like way more progressive than the NFL. It's like, cause NFL is just looking, to me, it's just looking bad.
We can tell what side they're pandering.
During this whole time, did you see or did you hear about the Broncos coach?
No, what about it?
Van Digio basically saying that the racism doesn't exist in the NFL.
Okay, they have a rule for it. I said this last week, bro. The Rooney Rule, bro. They have a rule for it.
They look so.
Come on, bro. Stop being
look
stupid.
So bad, like the NFL, like.
Y'all have, how many black coaches y'all have? That's all I'm gonna say. how many black coaches y'all have in the NFL? I'm done. And 0 black GMs.
And I want to kind of. I'm trying to. I want to transition into sports a little bit, but because did you hear about the NBA coming back in the 22 game season and how they're gonna do it?
Yeah, the West has 13 people. The East has
teams,
13 teams. Sorry, the East has 8, right, or 9?
9 teams. Yeah. So the West, they got the top 8 teams, and they added Phoenix, San Antonio, Portland,
Memphis too, right?
New Orleans. No, Memphis was already in it. Am I missing one? Or is that 12? I'm missing one. So they got Portland, Phoenix, San Antonio, Zion, and I'm missing one. Sacramento, and then the East has they added the Washington Wizards. So, and they're doing a play-in. If you're within 3 games of each other, then you guys will play each other, and then the higher seed, all they got to do is beat you once, but it's the best out of 2. Best out of 3.
Confusing.
I mean, best out of 3. So basically, if you're within 3 games with each other, then you're in the running for the play. Then you guys will do a play-in style.
It's pretty much gonna be the bottom.
Well, yeah, cool. I didn't add this, but yeah, they're gonna play 8 games, 8 regular season games, and then if you're within 3 games within each other, you guys are gonna play for the final 8 spots, and then the higher seed, like if I'm 8 and you're 9, I only gotta beat you once. But the lower seed has to beat you twice. I believe it's the best 2 out of 3. So it's gonna be interesting, man. I'm happy. And
that actually seems. Is it weird that kind of seems more entertaining than?
I'm just glad basketball is back. Yeah. So yeah, I'm glad.
When is that starting? Or when is the season?
They're coming back at the end of July, and a lot of people were worried about because I know the NFL does great ratings, like even when it's a bad team, which I don't know how. Like the Bears could be playing the freaking Lions. Yeah. And they get like 10 million views, which I don't understand. I mean, I guess I understand it, but I don't at the same time. But anyways, the NBA was concerned about coming back during the time because their games are gonna be like they're gonna they're gonna be going head to head with the NFL. And to me, we've missed basketball. It's gonna be the playoffs. People are gonna be excited to see LeBron, KD, or not KD, excuse me, Kawhi. Yeah, it's the playoffs. So we're not talking about the regular season. It's gonna be the playoffs. So I think they'll do just fine.
Oh, by far, and not to mention like
I'm curious to see how the ratings are gonna do compared to the NFL ratings. I'm curious to see.
I would imagine it's gonna do a lot. Like as far as as that goes, because it's about to be playoff season 1, and 2. For that reason alone, they got dumb matchups. If you don't have the NFL package, they got dumb matchups for ESPN.
Well, that's my whole point. Well, yeah, for sure.
For like Monday night or Thursday night, sometimes they got dumb matchups and boring games.
Exactly.
And even there are some dull Sundays. It's kind of like college, same thing with college. Like there's some dull weekends where there's no good team. Yeah. Or say if a game's getting boring, basketball is always gonna be intense, so people are just gonna switch over.
Well, yeah, that's the whole point. Yeah. Now add the fact that there are going to be playoff games, which makes it even better for the NBA. So I'm curious to see what the ratings are going to do.
There's going to be a lot of sports. I'm excited.
Yeah, people were talking about this might be the end of baseball because baseball, they play 182 games?
I know who's watching it. Who cares?
Yeah, but they're trying to shorten it to 50 games. And people are saying this might be the death of baseball.
Are you for real?
Yeah, because no
Baseball-
one really cares about baseball.
Baseball's been hanging on for like 82 years now. They just need to cut it off.
Baseball ain't been the same since y'all tried to black my boy Barry Bonds.
It's just like having that one bad toe. Like, just go ahead and cut it off, bro. It's not.
I don't know if I'm cutting off a toe. I'll cut off a hang now. But I don't know about the toe. But yeah, so that's also a concern. Cause it is an older crowd. You know, old people be watching in front of the TV with a Frank.
Take me out to the ball game.
I ain't gonna lie. Hey, I'll go to a baseball game just to eat a Frank.
No,
Just to say I did it.
Baseball's the only sport that I can honestly say I've been to and I fell asleep.
Really?
Yeah, like in the stands. And then when the home run gets here or something, I miss it. So like it's just like because it's just boring in my opinion. But you know I'm also not a huge baseball head, bro. Like I want something like in like something paced, like basketball fast paced.
And they don't really appeal to the black community.
No, it's straight Hispanics.
Yeah.
That's their community.
From like South America.
Like, don't get me wrong, some people see football as kind of like, you know, it can be elongated or some of the games can be boring, and this is true. But, you know, with football, at least you can see like this kind of the strategy and strategy. Like every play, you see the strategy or every down.
It's an easier game to understand.
Yeah,
baseball is like confusing.
Like I don't know how you would strategize for a baseball game, bro. Just hit the ball. Like exactly, bro. Just hit the ball. That's
Well, you could say the same thing about football, though. Just
throw it.
Yeah. Throw it and catch it.
Yeah, okay.
Basketball, just shoot it.
Yeah. Okay, I get
and
you.
make it.
Valid.
But it is for like the casual sports fan. It is harder. It's a harder game to get into compared to like basketball and football. Football and basketball, you can just watch and instantly see what's going on. With baseball, it takes a minute to kind of figure out what is going on. Tyron Woodley, your boy Tyron Woodley.
I did not watch it, but I saw that he lost to decision.
Yeah, dude.
What did he look really bad? Because I didn't even look no comments or nothing.
I'm not gonna I don't bash fighters, but he
didn't look well.
He's done.
No,
like mentally, I think he's.
Oh really?
You gotta, dude. It was.
I'm gonna watch it. I know it's kind of late, but I want to see for myself.
He again.
Did he just get picked apart or like?
Yeah, picked apart, dominated from start to finish. He got rocked in the first round. And yeah, he's getting hurt more than you. Because I remember his last fight against Kamaru Usman, he got hurt a little bit. I forget which round. But this one, he got hurt a couple times. And it was so surprising because Gilbert Burns used to fight at lightweight, 155 pounds, and he moved up in weight. Well, this is like a second fight where he's had a few fights at welterweight. But anyways, Tyron Woodley's like known for being like a big, strong dude, powerful guy. And Gilbert he looked like the more physically imposing fighter in there. It was so weird, dude. Tyron, because he likes to do this thing where he like puts his back real close to the cage, and he doesn't throw a lot of punches, and I just don't see like matchup wise. I don't see him beating anyone like in the top five. When I say he's done, I mean like he's not gonna be champion anytime soon. Or he's not gonna be champion again. That's
not like his career's done.
Yeah, not like his career. Yeah, he's still a great fighter. Obviously,
he's still young too. Is he pretty young?
No,
he's 35.
No, he's about to be 38 soon.
Whoa, hello, wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, so he's got a lot of soul searching to do.
He said that was the only like kind of, I don't want to say interesting, but like the only fight.
That's the only fight I cared about.
He put it straight in blood, fans. He put it straight in blood. No beating around the bush on that.
I didn't care. There is a fight this weekend though, Amanda Nunes versus Felicia Spencer.
I heard that one's getting pretty hyped up.
I don't care about it either. I don't care about that fight.
The way you looked at me like your son just did not bring you the first place trophy.
It's just that, dude, Amanda Nunes is so good. She has no competition right now.
Oh, you don't think no competition for a weight class?
No. She has no chance. I can say that confidently without being worried.
No.
I am just good, but I don't care about that fight. But the card, there is some Cody Garbrandt is fighting. He's fighting Rafael Assunção, and that is an interesting fight because Cody Garbrandt, one of my favorite fighters, he's coming off 3 straight losses of knockout So I'm curious to see how, and he changed training camps too because he wanted to fix some the deficiencies in the striking defense. And so I'm curious to see how he's gonna approach this fight and how that fight's gonna play out because a lot of people are picking him to lose by first round knockout again, which that's so hard for me to see. So yeah, I'm curious to see how he's gonna come back from this with a new camp and all. Then also Aljamain Sterling is fighting Corey Sandhagen, which is a big fight because running that fight could potentially be the next bantamweight contender. So, and I'm rooting for Al. I'm rooting for Al, but I'm not gonna make any predictions. But
my dog said no more predictions.
Yeah, because I thought Tyron Woodley was gonna beat Gilbert Burns, but he got smoked. So I couldn't even think it.
Hey, the UFC gods heard you. How you can't even think
I'm
it.
not even gonna think my predictions. So, I just hope for good entertaining fights that week. It's a pay per view too, which is weird. I don't think that's quite strong enough to be a pay per view, but it's whatevs. Anything with you?
Any music?
Who dropped? No one dropped music during this time. No. Did you hear Gunna's album One yet?
Well, I heard that. I'm still stuck on like the first 4 tracks. I didn't get hyped to it.
You didn't like it?
Huh? No. I said I didn't get hyped to it. Like I liked it. I haven't gone back to it.
Also, check out. You know who Freddie Gibbs is?
I want to say yes. I've heard the name, but I can't.
Dude, check out Freddie Gibbs' new album. Freddie Gibbs. Dude, he
might be the most underrated.
I don't know how, cause I don't know how you become like a legendary rapper. Well, it's obvious, because Freddie, all his albums are like, from Cocaine Pinata up until everything's been fire. Like everything, like everyone, like even like the rappers are like, oh my god, this is great stuff. So he's on a run right now, dude. He's on a run right now. So definitely check out his album. But other than that,
you got anything to say?
I think I said it all. Yeah.
Hey, all I'm gonna do, and I said it multiple times today on this podcast. Well, for one, I want to start off by saying we really appreciate y'all really hearing us out and sticking with us. 1, and number 2, man, we're at a time where we can really impose change. Let's keep this theme going, man, and let's impose that change for the better and for the good. And it's not necessarily, we're not necessarily, we're not wanting anybody to get hurt or anything like that. We're not opposing violence, but we want to see people, especially of the African American community and mixed people, Latino people, all of the above, succeed on a at least somewhat equal playing field. Because right now it's not even somewhat, but at least somewhat there. And just stick at it, stay calm, stay present, and continue just to go with it. Because it's here, baby. Hey, we here. It's worldwide. Let's not waste this opportunity, and let's not let them, look down or suppress.
Yeah, create diversion, or try to divide us. Keep fighting the good fight to the people that are out there protesting. We greatly appreciate it, honestly. And peace.
That's all I got.
Bye.